Something unexpected is brewing in Formula One, and it could reshape Lewis Hamilton's future with Ferrari. A critical decision has been made by Fred Vasseur regarding Hamilton's tense radio exchanges during the Australian Grand Prix. And this could change everything for the seven-time world champion. With the Chinese Grand Prix just around the corner, all eyes are on how Ferrari will handle this situation. Could this be a turning point in Hamilton's transition, or will it create further obstacles? The Australian Grand Prix was supposed to mark the beginning of a thrilling new chapter for Hamilton. Dressed in Ferrari's iconic red, the anticipation was high as fans waited to see how the legendary driver would perform. However, what unfolded was anything but smooth. The race was filled with challenges, unpredictable weather, tough strategic decisions, and, most notably, a heated exchange between Hamilton and his race engineer, Riccardo Adami. Throughout the race, Hamilton seemed visibly frustrated with the constant updates coming from the pit wall. More than once, he was heard asking his engineer to back off, making it clear that the overwhelming flow of information was becoming a distraction. This was a stark contrast to the finely tuned communication he had at Mercedes, where he worked for years, with the same engineers who understood his needs instinctively. After the race, Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, didn't shy away from addressing the situation. He openly admitted that the radio exchanges between Hamilton and his engineer were far from ideal. "It wasn't smooth at all," Vasseur acknowledged, emphasizing that the timing and flow of information weren't at their best, especially during crucial strategy calls. One of the key moments in the race came when Ferrari hesitated to call Hamilton in for intermediate tires. That delay cost him several positions on the track. Was this simply a miscalculation, or was the confusion on the radio responsible for the costly mistake? Vasseur had a clear stance on the matter. He viewed it as a temporary setback rather than a long-term issue. "It's our first race communicating in real time between the pit wall and the car," he explained. The Ferrari boss assured that adjustments would be made to improve the process, stating, "We need to find a more effective way to exchange information, and we'll take lessons from this race to refine our approach." For Hamilton, strong communication with his race engineer is not just a convenience, it's an essential part of his performance. At Mercedes, his longtime engineer Peter Bonington had developed an almost instinctive understanding of when to provide critical details and when to let Hamilton concentrate. That familiarity is currently missing at Ferrari, and it was evident in Australia. Ferrari's communication style differs greatly from what Hamilton was used to at Mercedes. The team follows a structured and methodical approach which, while precise, can sometimes lead to an overload of information. On the other hand, Hamilton prefers clarity and efficiency. He values only the most essential details, delivered at the right time. This clash in communication styles could have a major impact on his performance unless Ferrari finds a way to bridge the gap. Vasseur and Ferrari's engineering team understand that this isn't just a minor radio issue. It's a fundamental difference in how information is relayed between driver and team. Aware of the urgency, Ferrari is now working on a structured plan to refine their race communication strategy, ensuring that Hamilton receives updates in a way that enhances his decision-making rather than distracting him. One of the first changes Ferrari is implementing is reducing unnecessary information during intense moments on track. In Australia, Hamilton frequently voiced frustration over receiving too much feedback, especially when he was battling tricky weather conditions. Ferrari is now analyzing the timing and content of their radio messages to ensure that Hamilton hears only the most critical details, particularly during overtakes, tire degradation phases, and strategic calls under pressure. To make communication smoother, Ferrari is also introducing a more structured and predictable system for radio messages, something that Hamilton was accustomed to at Mercedes with Peter Bonington. The goal is to establish clear, pre-agreed language for different race situations. This will minimize confusion and ensure that when Hamilton needs crucial updates, whether it's about tire wear, gaps to rivals, or last-minute strategy changes, he gets the information quickly and efficiently. Another major adjustment involves pre-race briefings. Ferrari already conducts detailed strategy meetings before each Grand Prix, but now they are incorporating specific communication drills with Hamilton. This will create a consistent routine for various scenarios, such as sudden weather changes. Instead of overwhelming him with scattered messages during the race, the team will have predefined moments to relay important updates, reducing unnecessary radio chatter. This structured approach will also apply to tire management, fuel-saving instructions, and overall race strategy, ensuring Hamilton always knows what to expect and doesn't have to second-guess his engineers' calls. Internally, Ferrari's engineering team is also evaluating how strategy decisions are made and communicated, especially in unpredictable race conditions. The delay in calling Hamilton to the pits in Australia highlighted how hesitation or miscommunication can result in losing valuable positions. To prevent this from happening again, Ferrari is working on a system that ensures once a decision is made, it is executed with immediate clarity over the radio. This will eliminate delays and reduce any uncertainty for Hamilton during high-pressure moments. Additionally, Ferrari is taking a more driver-focused approach by actively involving Hamilton in the refinement process. Instead of forcing him to adapt entirely to their system, they are allowing him to shape how he receives information. This means Hamilton will have direct input on the timing, frequency, and structure of messages, making the communication more tailored to his needs. The objective is to create a smooth, distraction-free information flow, allowing him to concentrate solely on driving, trusting that his engineer will provide the right details at the right time. This shift in approach signals Vasseur's commitment to making Hamilton's integration into Ferrari a success. But the real test will come in the next race in China, where these adjustments must translate into better performance on track. The upcoming Chinese Grand Prix will be a crucial test for Hamilton and Ferrari. Shanghai is a track he knows better than most. Having won 6 times here, he holds the record as the most successful driver at this circuit. However, this time, the circumstances are vastly different. He's no longer driving a Mercedes with a familiar team behind him. Instead, he's adapting to a new car, a new team environment, and a communication style that is still being refined. Ferrari's ability to implement these radio adjustments in real time will determine whether Hamilton can perform at his best. If the team successfully finds a rhythm that matches his needs, delivering only the most essential information with clear timing, his performance could see a significant improvement. However, if the same issues from Australia persist, frustration could once again creep in, adding more pressure on Ferrari to get things right before it starts affecting results in the championship battle. Another factor to consider is Hamilton's direct competition within the team. His teammate Charles Leclerc also faced communication struggles in Australia, but in the end, he managed to finish ahead of Hamilton. As the season progresses, Ferrari's internal dynamics will become a major talking point. If Leclerc continues to outpace Hamilton, questions will arise about whether the British driver can truly adapt to Ferrari's systems or if he'll need even more time to settle in. However, if Ferrari can resolve these communication issues quickly and fine-tune their race strategy, Hamilton has every chance of turning things around. Despite a rough start in Australia, his experience and racecraft remain undeniable. With better coordination between him and the pit wall, he can fully focus on extracting the most from the car and proving that he is still a title-contending driver, even in a new environment. The Chinese Grand Prix could very well be the defining moment of his early Ferrari career. If the team successfully implements the necessary changes and Hamilton feels more comfortable with the information flow, it might mark the beginning of a strong run for the 7-time champion. But if the problems persist, frustrations could mount, potentially impacting his morale and Ferrari's overall team harmony. The stakes are high, and all eyes will be on how Hamilton and Ferrari respond. Will they find the right balance in their communication, or will this become an ongoing struggle that costs valuable points throughout the season? What do you think? Can Ferrari adapt quickly enough to support Hamilton in the way he needs, or will this remain a lingering issue? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss the latest updates from the world of Formula One. With the Chinese Grand Prix fast approaching, Ferrari has a golden opportunity to demonstrate that they can adapt to Hamilton's needs. A refined communication system, a clearer strategy execution, and a more tailored approach to race day calls could make all the difference. If they succeed, Hamilton's performance could take a sharp turn for the better, proving that he is still capable of delivering top-tier results with the right support. On the other hand, if the same issues from Australia resurface, it could lead to growing frustrations, not just for Hamilton, but also within the team. Ferrari must ensure that they don't let these small but crucial missteps snowball into bigger problems that could affect their season-long objectives. One thing is certain. This weekend in China will provide key answers about how well Ferrari and Hamilton are working together. A strong performance will send a clear message to the competition that they are quickly ironing out their weaknesses. But if things go wrong again, questions will only intensify about whether Hamilton and Ferrari can truly be a winning combination. Now, the big question is, will Ferrari get it right in time, or is this just the beginning of a long and frustrating adjustment period for Hamilton? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest Formula One developments. That's all for now. We'll see you in the next one with more insights, updates, and breaking news from the world of F1.